The holidays are stressful enough, but if you're in a new relationship, they can be even trickier. Do you introduce the person you're seeing to your family and your friends? How do you decide the right moment? Well, we have professional matchmaker Erika Kybartas with us today. She's from It's Just Lunch Chicago. Thanks for being here to talk about this tricky time.
I know. Well, thank you for having me back. Happy holidays. It's in full swing right now, obviously.
A busy time for you because so many people are worried about dates for all the holiday activities. Today we're specifically going to talk about a lot of people getting together on Thursday for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
When do you know if you should bring that person you're dating?
I mean, the holidays are a really fun time to date, but when you are newly dating somebody, it puts a lot of pressure to decide, do I take them home to meet the family or not? So the number one thing to remember is that romance and family don't always mix. It could definitely be a recipe for disaster. So really think about your partner and decide, are we ready to take that next step? I mean, you really have to decide and have an open conversation. Are you ready to be under the microscope of that family? I mean, they're going to be asking you direct questions about your relationship, and not just the mom, dad, brothers, sisters. I mean, usually for holidays, you have the whole shebang of the family.
So you're going to get bombarded by the aunts and the uncles, the cousins, the whole bit.
So really going in, it's almost like an interview. You better be prepared for some questions.
Oh, goodness, yes. I mean, the number one thing when you're going, if you're the one being invited, you have to remember that they're going to ask a lot of questions about what's going on. Are you going to get married? Are you going to have children? Whatever it may be. So you have to make sure that you're in a place where you're open to that. And if you're not, if you're feeling pressure on one side or the other, it's not time.
What if one person thinks, oh, let's do this, or I really want to meet your parents, and one's like, not so much? How do you handle that?
I mean, it's a decision for every couple, but the thing to remember is there's always next year. If you're a new couple and there is staying power in that relationship, you have plenty of time to meet the family. That's not going to be so chaotic. You know, when you are coming in for a holiday, Thanksgiving, again, you might have crazy Aunt Hilda there, or you don't know what's going to happen. So there are plenty of reasons why somebody may or may not invite you, and if you're not invited, don't overthink it. It has nothing to do with you most of the time.
So you're going to get some weird questions, probably from crazy Aunt Hilda. Is there a good way to kind of brush some of those aside? Maybe something that's a little too personal, something you're just not ready to reveal to the family?
I think just go into it being lighthearted. You know, I always tell our clients that it's just lunch, to be yourself, be genuine. And this is the biggest thing of the year, is you have to put a little effort into it when you're meeting a family, but really go into it with an open mind and try to steer away from anything that's going to cause drama. There's always going to be drama at a holiday event. Try not to make it you that causes that drama.
I remember one year we were welcoming a somewhat new person into the family, and they proceeded then to drink a lot. If you're watching, I'm sorry I said that, sweetie. But, you know, it's not, you gotta kind of
mythical
keep a close eye on what you're doing.
Mind your alcohol. I always say if you are invited, bring a gift. And that's really a huge thing, is to ask your partner if you're invited. You need to know a little bit about the family beforehand. Is it big family? Is it little? Are they loud? Are they quiet? Do they do 5Ks or marathons, or do they drink mimosas and Bloody Marys?
Is it formal?
These are things you have to know.
Is it a real casual day?
So going in prepared is so important, so you know what to expect.
Now, it has to be really uncomfortable. If you have food allergies, you're coming in, and what happens in a situation like that? So
that really should be your partner, and you need to communicate. Again, be on the same page. If you are, you know, vegan, gluten-free, whatever it may be, you can always bring a dish too, and bring a couple dishes. That's always nice to do. You should always bring something. But your partner should really be communicating that if you're the one invited.
I'm guessing if you're vegan and you're bringing your own tofu turkey, that's probably not going to fly in a lot of families.
Well, as long as you take care of your own self, as opposed to coming and saying, sorry, I'm not going to eat any of this.
Yeah, that's awkward if you're like, nope,
Is this a stressful time of year?
It is a stressful time of the year. I think just in general, the holidays are stressful, but when it comes to dating, it does put extra pressure on. But don't overthink it and have fun. You know, if you are invited, if you aren't invited, who cares?
Right.
Good
we'll do it again next year. For more dating tips, you can head to itsjustlunchchicago.com. I know a lot of people are heading there, already thinking ahead to the dates for the holiday parties, New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day even. Erika Kybartas, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.